Hey guys, kumusta? It's Ligaya, and I promise I haven't disappeared. I am alive and well, just super busy with work lately, and I missed you all so much. But here's a quick recap of where we left off, and trust me, I also need a recap for myself because I'm a little bit confused. But last time, I think Mary went to a trip, and yeah, she went to the grocery store, and it turned into chaos when she came home to Max and Luna because they were in a heated fight about their father. So afterwards, she gently comforted Luna through cooking, quiet conversation, and even trying to knit together. And the next morning brought a hint of peace. And Mary began planning a simple New Year's Eve dinner to help the siblings reconnect. But that calm shattered when Max, overwhelmed with grief, just ran away into the snow, and so determined to return to the only home he's ever known. And now Mary and Luna must find him before the cold or the past pulls him back for good. So I'm really excited for this new episode, and I hope you are too. So they're out here trying to look for tracks. However, his tracks have ended because there is a heavy snowfall going on. As you can tell, Luna is so worried. I mean, Max is just a kid, and he's out there cold and alone. And Mary checks the security camera on her phone, and she silently thanks herself for setting them up earlier. And I guess this screen shows Max, but he's shivering in the snow and it's quite far. He looks small and lost, and his face is just filled with confusion and fear. It's kind of his fault also for being dumb enough to walk in the snow like this. It says, I know where he is, let's go, and I promise you she's also running, but for some reason, she's just walking. Why? And I know she's thinking like the compensation for this has to be a lot of money. Kids are so complicated. And it seems like he even passed out in the cold. And you know what? Luna being slow, it kind of makes sense. Let's just think of it that the snow is kind of deep, and then Mary is more trained for these kinds of terrain, and that she's just faster. Luna is obviously trying to keep up also. Max is still passed out too, but she does think that it's pretty impressive that he got this far. Hopefully still alive though. And well, yeah, he is breathing, but just very, very cold. Eventually got him back home, and they are trying to warm him up. She is getting some soup ready, and she is just so worried for her brother, but then she remembered what Mary taught her, that when the mind is scattered, you can keep your hands busy. So she knits right beside him. Also, Mary assured her that her brother is gonna be fine, that he's just a little cold, that he'll wake up any moment now. And also, she's preparing something warm for him. Once he was awake enough, they made him drink some hot soup to warm him up, of course. Wait. Oh my gosh. This thing became smaller. This was the candle that Mary made last episode, I think. I didn't know it can become smaller. That's so cool. And all she can really say is that you could have died, Max. Her voice was tight, eyes rimmed red, and she said that she was scared. We both were, because she's just looking over them. And he looked down at his soup, not meeting her eyes, saying, I didn't mean to scare you. I could have handled it. I know the way. I'm not stupid. You were in a snowstorm, she snapped, voice cracking. And you passed out in the middle of the road. Max stubbornly said, though, that he's not going to be staying here forever. And next time, he'll just be ready. And her face just crumpled. She shook her head once, like she couldn't believe what she was hearing. And then, without another word, she turned back into her room and just ran. She just wants him to understand, but why can't he? Mary decided to step in, and the silence stretched between them, broken only by the soft clink of his spoon against his bowl that he just finished. But she said that she was really worried about you, you know? And Max said she didn't have to be. And Mary studied him for a moment, her voice calm but firm. But she did. You're her little brother, and that kind of fear, it just doesn't go away. It's Max who shifted uncomfortably, the weight of her words settling in, because she knows it doesn't make sense yet, and she's not here to tell you how to feel. But your dad, he hurt people, Max. He hurt you, Luna, probably others too. And he just said he was still our dad. Yes, and that makes it harder, I know. But being someone's father doesn't give them the right to break the people they're supposed to love. She didn't push further, didn't try to explain everything in one conversation, just let the silence return. Gentle this time. But when you're ready to talk, really talk, we'll be here. But for now, maybe just rest. You've been through enough tonight. And Max just gave the faintest nod, still staring at the soup, still staring at his empty bowl. And he didn't speak, but his shoulders slumped just a little. And it wasn't understanding, not yet, but maybe it was a start. And all of it, the argument, Max running away, threw Mary's quiet plan off track. Like she'd hoped to give them a peaceful New Year's Eve, just something warm and grounding to start the year with hope. But now the house felt heavy again, raw with tension. Still, Mary wasn't giving up. She remembered what Luna had told her, that Max liked seafood paella. Paella, I mean. Or I don't know how to pronounce that, really. Yeah, Max likes that kind of food, like even if he pretends he doesn't. And Luna just wants simple mac and cheese the way her brother Hugo used to make it. And it wouldn't fix everything, but maybe, just maybe, a meal made with love could remind them that healing doesn't come all at once, but it can still begin at the table. And thankfully, I think we can fish in here. Yeah. Oh no, it's frozen. Do we have fish on the fridge? I'm gonna check, or I'm gonna try to cook it actually. And as you can see, Mary had cooked enough food to feed a small army, and it's also making me hungry, not gonna lie. Like, it's definitely too much for 3 people, but we're not even gonna be sure if Max is gonna join them. But as long as her wards were safe, full, and maybe even smiling, it was all worth it. They're both at the table, trying to not show how often they try to listen for footsteps on the stairs or on the floorboards. Because for a while, it seemed like Max wouldn't calm down. But then the footsteps. Max appeared, scowling, arms crossed, but his voice darted to the food, and his voice came low, saying, "I'm hungry, okay?" And Max rolled his eyes, but his ears were pink, and that was enough. He sat down slowly, awkward, but present, and he's gonna get some of his favorite food. And look how happy she is that her brother decided to join them. Like, this made her New Year so much more special. And she also got some mac and cheese, and look at those strawberries, they look so amazing. And this dinner is nice. I mean, they're sharing jokes, and Max is even starting to talk without being sassy with everybody else. And Mary glanced out the window. The snow was falling again. Soft, slow, the kind that blanketed the world in quiet. And she said, "It'll be spring soon." You know, absent-mindedly, like watching it drift down. And Luna just says, "Yeah. You know what? I've never actually made a snowman." And he's confused, like, what? Never? Because think about it. Yeah, he also didn't get to make a snowman. And yeah, she said, Dad never let us out to play, said it was a waste of time. So yeah, that was it. And she looked at them both, then smiled. "Okay, new rule. Whoever builds the best snowman gets 2 slices of my strawberry pie." Luna says she's gonna make the best snowman ever. And he says, "Nah, he's gonna get 2 slices of pie tonight." Look at Lyra watching them. She's so loyal. I love her. And she's also living surprisingly long for a dog, which I love, really. But as their laughter echoed across the snowy yard, something tugged at Mary's chest. I mean, 789. She had never built a snowman either. She had snowball fights, never had snowball fights, lazy winters, or childhood wonder. Just discipline, training, missions, survival. So while the kids shaped their joy out of snow and freedom, Mary stood still, silently mourning the childhood that she never got, and quietly grateful that maybe she was helping them reclaim theirs. Anyway, she called them for the pie already, and that does look gorgeous. And I didn't even ask them to, but they are talking already. She cannot forget about her objectives. She has things to do and little time to do it. She has things to do, and also she must hurry up so that they can eliminate Jack Villarreal. Because she knew it had to be done. I mean, this couldn't stretch on forever. Jack was still out there, dangerous, manipulative, and unrepentant. The only way to truly protect his children was to expose him, then eliminate him. No more hiding, no more running, and all she needed now was Luna's confession, her first-hand account of everything their father had done. But as she looked at Max, his laughter carried something deeper: love, loyalty, a stubborn, aching need to believe their father could be redeemed. And I don't know, would they hate her for it? Would Luna feel betrayed if Mary turned her truth into a weapon? Would Max forgive her if she pulled the trigger on the man he still called dad? Mary's heart just felt heavier than the snow falling on the ground. She had trained to make hard choices without hesitation, but this time she wasn't sure if the mission and mercy could coexist. Still, she knew one thing was for sure. She had to finish this soon, before it got even harder to let go. So while they said they're just gonna watch the New Year's Eve TV, and she's gonna practice writing because I believe she can only write those non-fiction books at level 4 or something. And she's currently at level 3 right now. So yeah, she's practicing while they're watching TV, which is fine, perfect. She's got an excuse that she just wants to head on to sleep for the night because she was tired, and they bought it. Max just sat on the couch. His sister decided to sit here, and he badly wants to say sorry, but really he doesn't know how to. So he takes a deep breath, and without looking at her, he says, "I'm sorry for yelling, for running off, for everything." And Luna didn't say anything at first. She just kept watching the TV, then says, "Yeah, you know what, me too." They didn't hug, they didn't cry, but they kept watching the TV side by side as fireworks began to flicker on the TV in front of them. And Luna has hope that everything is gonna be alright. 2, 1, shoo shoo bee. Why did it pause like that? Alright, so it's finally New Year. It's finally spring. It's technically been a year since she's done this whole assassin business. 1 year. Technically, it's her anniversary of killing business, but is she happy? No, I don't think so. She's just doing her job after all. So I really think what she's gonna do is that she's just gonna keep them quiet. And what are they gonna do anyway? They're gonna hate her after? She tells herself that she's not going to be all too concerned about that because this is just another mission for her. After she's done, these kids are going to find a new home and they're going to forget about her. They're going to get over it. So it doesn't matter, right? So yes, even though this is a total invasion of privacy, she's setting up this thing. It may look like a harmless teddy bear, but it's also a recording device that she can turn on whenever Luna would start talking about her dad. This is gonna break their hearts, but she has a job to do. And what else could I put? Maybe in the kitchen too? Like, what if they would actually talk in here? Next, maybe it'll be hidden on this thing? That way, the kids won't suspect anything and they would just think that she just bought new furniture. Yes, that'd be simpler. And also, right, I really don't know how this would affect them. Like, what if they would know? I'm sure they would read what she published somewhere. They would definitely see on the TV that their dad is getting charged for things that Luna said, that Max said. And they would just have no one to blame but her. No, I feel so sorry for these kids and for her, but it has to be done. She has to keep repeating to herself that this is for them, this is for them. We're just doing this for the good of these kids. Nothing more, nothing less. They would thank us when they're older. And oh my gosh, it is finally thawing. And this is very dirty though. Very, very dirty. I don't know, the snowman, it melted. I can't believe I saw that. I've never seen that before. Now these two decided to go outside because they woke up first. They also decided to just heat up the food from last night instead of cooking. They've also noticed that Mary was not yet awake. And then he just noticed this barn. And I know he should have noticed it before, but he got a closer look at it. It smells, it stinks. There's something in there. And she's like, oh yeah, she's got a cow. And seriously? A cow? Oh my god, and he just started cleaning it, you know? And from the inside, he's like saying, like, holy shit, why did you not tell me that she had a cow all this time? That is so cool. And she said, like, oh yeah, his name is Butters. Really? She named him Butters? Is what he said? Seriously? Oh, Butters! Hey, you look not good. You really don't look well. But hi! Wow. As you can probably tell, he loves animals. And I'm gonna say this, but my character for him is kind of inspired by Damian Wayne. That's why he loves animals. Also because I love Damien. And look how soft Butters looks. And she even thinks that she would want to plant actually. But then Mary had finally woken up and she decided to heat up the leftovers herself. She got them some egg drop. So we're gonna have some egg drop soup and pie. But she could really tell that Max seems to love animals. Like really, even this fox? He really likes animals. So, I don't know, maybe. Like see, he gave the fox something. Like a piece of bread maybe. And it just became friends with him. Look, they was like, what the fuck? Have I been replaced? So I guess she'll go to the town later, try to see what she can do for these kids, what she can give them to keep them happy and compliant. I know that sounds so bad. Yeah, I know that sounds so bad, but she needs their cooperation. Like, let's see what I can buy here. They're probably like, she's back again. That girl who bought a lot of stuff the other day. Can we get some eggs and an orange egg? You know what? I'm just gonna get that. A strawberry milk. How do you get all these things? Sure, I'm just gonna get some seeds for Luna. Maybe she'd like this. You know what? Yeah, fine. Yeah, let's get some seeds. Watermelon seeds? Sure. Fertilizer? Fine, this is their money anyway. An animal party treat, blue wool, and okay, fine, a lot of this. Healthy treat, sure. And then she also got them something else. Max freaks out, of course, and he names this black hen Cluck Norris? Yeah, as his dad loves the actor, and also this one is gonna be the exterminator. Yeah. What are you expecting? He's a kid who still looks up to his dad, by the way. And he's like, please, 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 let me be the one to feed them. Please, please, please. And yes, sure. But keep your fox away from them, please. Your fox, whose name is Felicity. And so, since you gave this cow a really shitty name, of course, he is gonna be renaming Butters to Optima Prime. Optimu Prime. She's so happy about that name too. Like, did you see her hop? Luna gets all the other things. Oh yeah, you can give them the treats too. Yeah. Oh, also since we have eggs, I'm curious about the pickled eggs. And Luna cannot wait to plan. This is gonna be their activity also to help them calm down. Because they sure do need it. But oh my god, I just got this. Cluck Norris is beating the absolute shit out of Felicity. Like, my girl, fight back. How did this even happen? I finally get it now. They help with the plants and animals. Ooh, but they're still very creepy. Yeah, he is curious enough and hungry enough to eat the pickled eggs. And I am so curious about it too. I know red eggs exist. But pickled eggs? I have no idea what it is. Straight out of the jar too? Ugh. And she's making a pumpkin syrup next. At least it's normal. Max got so tired from playing with the animals, that's why he decided to just go to sleep. But when is the bunny gonna come? Like, he's gonna freak out when it does. Let's see. Oh, do you like it? And oh my god, you have so much jewelry on you. Whoa. Yeah, at least they like it. Are my eyes deceiving me? We finally have an evolve all button. They talk about how Max lit up around the animals. He was gentle with the cow, curious about the chickens she brought home that morning just for him. And Luna too seemed energized. She was planting the seeds Mary had picked out, her fingers digging into the soil with purpose. And that evening, after Max had drifted off to sleep, worn out from a full day, Mary and Luna sat together again, knitting by the fire. And Luna said that today was really fun. Like, Max actually smiled, like, really smiled. And he did. Twice, even. And maybe even more than that. But Luna chuckled and also told her that, I just wish we could go out more. Just walk through town or something. And Mary knows, but it's still too risky. I mean, people talk, word spreads. And yeah, Luna gets it. She's not dumb or anything. And she just thinks that it doesn't mean it doesn't suck. But then also she thanks Mary because she's trying so hard, even though they're a lot. And Mary paused, saying they're not a lot, they're just healing. But it's just nice not worrying all the time, like to laugh without checking the door first. You know what, I remember this one time Max asked our dad for a cat. He saw it in a book and thought it was so cute. And dad just flipped, told him he was weak, spoiled, took away his books and didn't talk to him for days. And Luna's fingers paused over her knitting, because actually it wasn't even just the books. When Max asked for that cat, he was probably 3. Like, dad didn't let him eat that day. Said if he wanted something extra, then he didn't deserve what he already had. And she's so pissed, like 3 years old. Luna nodded, eyes focused on her knitting. And she's like, I don't even think he remembers. He was so little. But I do. I mean, I remember him sitting at that table crying while we ate. I wanted to give him food, but dad was watching. And Mary said nothing, but oh my god, what? That's not discipline. That was cruelty. And Luna, she gave a small bitter laugh, saying, yeah, it was normal back then for us anyway. And thanks to you, it's not normal anymore. Not here. And oh my god, what? Why is he here? He's asking what? He's gonna ask his sister to spray the monster under the bed? Yes, we are actually. We're gonna spray it for you. Please get out. But there's no monster, okay? It's gone. You're gonna be fine. It'll be alright. I love this for them. And also, you know what? I'll sleep next to you just in case you get scared. They're so precious. Oh, he just wanted his sister to be with him. Oh, that's so cute. And Mary sat on her computer, Luna's words still echoing in her mind. She felt that familiar wave of disgust at Luna's father and what Max had gone through. A 3-year-old punished with hunger for wanting something as innocent as a kitten. It was unthinkable, and yet not unfamiliar. Her fingers pressed hard on her keyboards because she remembered being that age, maybe younger, dragged out of bed before sunrise, pushed through obstacle courses until her legs gave out, no food unless she finished every mark on the training list, no warmth unless she earned it. Praise came only after perfection, and failure meant punishment, swift, calculated, impersonal. But it was different, right? They were just doing their jobs, she muttered to herself. I mean, they trained me to protect people. Of course I had to be perfect to make the world better. It wasn't cruel. It was necessary. They made me strong. Maybe it was an excuse. Maybe it was the way she could keep the shame at bay. To believe there had been purpose, meaning behind her pain. This is not about her. This is about Luna and Max. And they deserve better than all that. That's what matters now. And maybe, just maybe, if she could give Max and Luna that, maybe she could believe it was all worth something. All her pain, all her tears, everything that she ever went through. Maybe it was worth something after all. And so guys, I think at this point I'll just be ending off this episode right here. Yeah, I didn't plan for her to like have all these realizations, but there's just a lot of parallels between Luna, Max, and her. And look at this cutie, like she's the only one who looks at her that way, and it's so sad. But yeah, I think at this point, really, I'm just gonna be ending off this episode right here. Do let me know what your thoughts are on the comments below, and I'll see you guys again soon. I promise to fix my schedule and to make time to make videos because I do find it fun and I still like playing The Sims. But yeah, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys again soon. Bye bye.